and I expect the game to continue to grow because of all of those factors that we just had mentioned.
We've seen so much talent out on the floor today, and we still have one more game coming. It's going to be the girls' Class 4A Championship, Kenwood up against Fremd. That one's going to be soon, but for now, stay with us on our post-game show.
Coughing and throat feeling sore? We've got medication to get you out the door. Earache, pink eye, bug bite, or rash? Our wonderful staff will treat you in a flash.
What about sprains, strains, and minor fractures too?
Don't worry, our x-rays reveal what's hidden from view. Need care after 9, 10, or 11? Our virtual care's got you 24/7. OSF on-call urgent care, in person or virtual, we're always there.
Home is more than a place. It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones, expanding your horizons, or simply living the life you love. With all you have to protect, choose insurance you can count on so you can experience more of what you live for. Country Financial. Experience more.
This is the run my own business dream. This is the colleges paid for dream. This is the retire early dream. This is Busey, where your dreams and possibilities become moments through trusted guidance and expertise, through lifelong relationships. Because we're here to help you achieve the life you've always envisioned.
Every year, you have a choice. One that says staying independent and family-owned means something on your farm. So plant your independence. Plant Whiffles. When you plant Whiffles hybrids, you're making a statement that independence and family-owned means something on your farm. So make your choice. Plant your independence. Plant Whiffles.
The IHSA, committed to keeping student-athletes safe. Through educational initiatives and national partnerships, we're going the distance to develop safer protocols for our teams. Plus, we continue to improve scheduling and conditioning to reduce injuries from preseason through each state championship. 31 sports, 350,000 student-athletes, and one goal, player safety. The IHSA, the future plays here.
You witness threats every day.
You're not gonna walk away next time.
And you might feel like there's nothing you can do.
There's gonna be a big fight after school. No, really?
But now, there's a place.
Look at what they posted about her.
Safe to Help Illinois.
Hey, I'm worried about Bobby. He might hurt himself.
It's available 24/7, and your info is confidential. Seek help before harm with Safe to Help Illinois.
The Girls State Championships continue here on the IHSA TV network as we take a look at our Saturday championship schedule. 3 games already in the books. It was Pecatonica, Nashville, and then Montini. Still one winner left to be crowned coming up. It'll be Kenwood Academy against Fremd. It's going to be a big game coming up for the Class 4A championship game. Alongside Avi Story and Mark Lindo, I'm Lauren Withrow. Avi, Kenwood has been playing some excellent basketball this year. What are you looking forward out of them today?
I'm looking for tempo. The tempo to be really high, up-tempo game. I think they would like to control the pace of the game, rebounding the ball, moving the ball, such as that. Like, I just really expecting a high-tempo game, but most importantly, I just think they would just be aggressive, getting to the basket, knocking down shots. Like, I just want to see a really fun, high-tempo game.
What do you enjoy most watching them play?
Just athleticism. I mean, they have tons of it. I think it's great to be able to see the things that they do on the court and just get back on defense and they're just ready. So I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be a high-tempo game, but it's going to be fun to see.
Kenwood taking on Fremd, which is fresh off a double overtime winner last night. Coach, what are you looking for from Fremd tonight?
Well, what kind of emotion will they come back with? That will be the energy they have, but they just don't double OT. It was Coco Urlacher that just took over the game for them last night. And can she do it again? She had 32 and 17 in that game. But for Fremd, it's going to be execution. And Avi just talked about the speed and athleticism of Kenwood. Fremd needs to execute, create spacing to negate any kind of trapping opportunities for Kenwood. And then they must retreat. You got to retreat. You got to get back on defense and take away Kenwood's running game. If you're Fremd, you have to negate fast break opportunities. And that's all about sprinting the floor, beating your opponent down the floor, score up the basket, and then getting down in defense.
How much do you think they'll be able to take that energy from a double overtime win into today?
I think they're going to come right back. They're well rested mentally. It doesn't take long because they're playing for a state championship. Right.
They are. The final state championship game tonight coming right up from Sefq Arena. It's Kenwood Academy against Fremd.
Don't miss Orange Days, Ashley's biggest sale of the year. This week only, shop incredible doorbusters like this queen panel bed starting at just $199. These savings won't last long. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
Tired of the same old routine? Ready for a career that's always changing? In the roofing trades, every day is a new adventure. Learn a skilled trade, earn competitive wages, enjoy great benefits and solid opportunities for career advancement. With starting wages and benefits above $50 per hour, you can earn while you learn. So, are you ready to climb to new heights? Learn and join the roofing trades today.
On behalf of our 12,000 members, I want to congratulate all the athletes in today's competition. I am Don Finn, the business manager of IBW Local 134, representing the unionized electricians of Chicago and Cook County. Local 134 offers you more than just a job. It offers you a career. Our future is brighter than ever. From building solar fields to constructing data centers to shaping Chicago's skyline. Join the most diverse workforce in the building trades. Building careers, building the future. IBW Local 134.
Tomorrow, I'll be making a difference in the classroom. Tonight, I'll be making memories with the dance team.
I'm expressing myself with my poetry and with my hands.
I'm providing for my patients and for my community.
At NIU, you'll go places as unique as you, with the resources and support to get you there. Join us and start writing your story today.
Ashley's Orange Days are this week. For a limited time, buy more, save more with up to 30% off. Or get low monthly payments with no interest financing for 60 months. And with our price match guarantee, you know you're getting the best deal. This week only at Ashley.
The girls' Class 4A championship game is just moments away here inside our Chicago studios. I'm Lauren Withrow. He's Mark Lindo. He's Avi Story. And we've got a high-energy game on deck between two teams full of athletes. It's Fremd against Kenwood.
Hey, I can't wait for this one to get going. It's two outstanding basketball teams, a storied program in Fremd forever. Kenwood making their first run at it, but they are just full of athletes. We're going to see some great up and down athleticism today, and it's going to come down to execution, the little things, the 50-50 balls, the blockouts, all those things are going to add up.
And to your point, Mike, I think it's going to be important for just how important it really is for them just to get that tempo going and just going from that. Kenwood is going to be great as far as pushing the tempo, and I would love to see it.
Getting things going out from Sefq Arena is Dave Bernhardt and Kate Constable. We'll send it down to you guys. Dave?
All right, thanks, Lauren. I'll tell you what, this is always the goosebump moments before the final game of the weekend, the final game of the girls' basketball season. And tonight, it's the 4A battle between Fremd and Kenwood. Hi again, everybody. Dave Bernhardt along with Kate Constable. All right, we have heard from Mark Lindo. We have heard from Avi Story. I believe it is time to hear from my partner. Kate, your thoughts. We're just minutes away from tip-off.
These are two very experienced teams with veteran rosters, but they each have an advantage in one specific area. For Fremd, it's in the front court with their height advantage. For Kenwood, it's in the back court with one of the best guard duos in the state. Now, which advantage is going to have a bigger impact tonight? We're about to find out.
Did you say impact? because I have an impact player for you, none other than Coco Urlacher from Fremd.
She absolutely stole the show in the semifinals against Loyola. She hit 2 threes in the final 20 seconds of overtime. The second coming as time expired to send it to a second overtime period, and she didn't stop there. Finished with 32 points, 17 rebounds. You can imagine that Kenwood has her name circled on the scouting report. And for Kenwood, Ariel Hennigan, the engine that makes this team go. She's a 3-level scorer. She can hit from anywhere. She controls this Broncos offense. Finished with 18 points last night. Her performance will play a major role in the outcome of this game.
So we are set to go. A long weekend of basketball caps off with this, your 4A championship. They are ready from Fremd. They are ready from Kenwood. We've got it coming your way next.
The IHSA State Basketball Finals are brought to you in part by OSF Healthcare, offering hospitals, clinics, urgent care, virtual care, and more. Visit osfhealthcare.org today.
Home is more than a place. It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones, expanding your horizons, or simply living the life you love. With all you have to protect, choose insurance you can count on so you can experience more of what you live for. Country Financial. Experience more.
Every year, you have a choice. One that says staying independent and family-owned means something on your farm. So plant your independence. Plant Whiffles. When you plant Whiffles hybrids, you're making a statement that independence and family-owned means something on your farm. So make your choice. Plant your independence. Plant Whiffles.
This is the run my own business dream. This is the colleges paid for dream. This is the retire early dream. This is Busey, where your dreams and possibilities become moments through trusted guidance and expertise, through lifelong relationships. Because we're here to help you achieve the life you've always envisioned.
Coughing and throat feeling sore? We've got medication to get you out the door. Earache, pink eye, bug bite, or rash? Our wonderful staff will treat you in a flash.
What about sprains, strains, and minor fractures too?
Don't worry, our x-rays reveal what's hidden from view. Need care after 9, 10, or 11? Our virtual care's got you 24/7. OSF on-call urgent care, in person or virtual, we're always there.
Tonight's game is brought to you by OSF Healthcare and by Country Financial. And now let's head over to our public address announcer at Sefke Arena as we get ready to meet the teams.
And then return to their respective benches. The IHSA Board of Directors and member schools expect and promote good sportsmanship from all athletes, coaches, students, parents, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Let's do what's right. Welcome to the 2025 IHSA Class 4A State Final. It's been a great run to the championship for Fremd and Kenwood. Let's take a look back at how they got here.
Screen for Hennigan, off the glass, softly done. Jackson on the bounce, and the reverse will go. How about that? Looking for three, Brooks, got it! Baseline belongs to Kenwood, and on the reverse, once again, London Walker George, right place, right time. Short jumper in the lane, Ariella Hennigan. And Jackson from the top. And the Kenwood Broncos will play for a state championship tomorrow night.
Great job by Todd. The rip through there, gets past her defender with the quick first step, lays it in.
Long three on the way. we're going to overtime in your 4A semifinal. Here comes Urlacher. And it goes! Oh, my goodness! Coco Urlacher! Unbelievable! We're going to a second overtime. But it's Fremd moving on in unbelievable fashion.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the center court for today's starting lineups presented by OSF Healthcare, the official healthcare sponsor of the IHSA. Let's meet the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Vikings from Fremd High School, who enter this 4A state championship game with an overall record of 30-5. Starting tonight for the Vikings at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 5, Ellie Thompson. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 11, Natalia Urlacher. At guard, a 6-foot senior, number 22, Ella Todd. At forward, a 5'11" junior, number 31, Isabella Del Mar. And at guard, a 5'11" junior, number 55, Greta Thompson. Fremd is coached by James Hahn. In his first year, he has amassed a record of 30 wins and 5 losses. Now let's meet the starting lineup for the home team on the scoreboard. The Broncos from Kenwood Academy. They enter this contest with a record of 34-3. Their starters include at guard, a 5'7" junior, number 0, Danielle Brooks. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 1, Isis Thomas. At guard, a 5'7" senior, number 4, Ariella Hennigan. At forward, a 5'9" senior, number 13, London Walker George. And at forward, a 6'1" senior, number 21, Diane Jackson. The Broncos are coached by Andre Lewis. In his 11th season, he has a career record of 201 wins, 108 losses.
Those were tonight's starting lineups presented by OSF Healthcare. Let's welcome in the third member of our announcing team, and that is Kalia Butler.
Fremd's Coco Urlacher had the game of her life, to say the least, in Thursday's semifinals. In that game last year against Loyola, she only had 1 point. On Thursday, she had 32 points and 17 rebounds. Yes, those were her numbers, including a Hail Mary 3 to send the game into double overtime. Her own teammates said they have never seen somebody wanting to win a game so bad. And she said that at the beginning of the game, they were not going to lose that one, and she took that very seriously. Today, they're hoping to go home with a state title. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Kalia. Last year, Fremd finished third after losing in the semifinals to Loyola Academy for Kenwood Academy. First appearance ever in the state finals, and they're playing for a state championship. Fremd with it first. Ella Todd, she fouled out in the first overtime last night. The Vikings survived without her. Todd makes a move on Jackson. Softly in the hole for Ella Todd.
Ella Todd showing why she's headed to Utah next season. So much talent already on the board. 2-0 Fremd.
Hennigan working on Urlacher. Line drive, bank off the board.
And right back at ya. Ariel Hennigan, the heart and soul of this team, answers the call.
Brad Thompson makes a move, and they're going to get Hennigan for reaching in. James Hahn is the head coach in his first year, longtime assistant under former head coach Dave Yates. Hahn was asked back after taking 4 years off, asked back last year to be an assistant. Now he steps into Dave Yates' shoes, and he has his team in the state championship ball game. Jackson with a hand on the ball momentarily. Number 55 is Greta Thompson, her sister Ellie Thompson, the senior. Here's Greta. Urlacher puts the ball on the floor a little bit short. She's able to keep it alive, though. A rebound will come up to London Walker-George. Kenwood will look to run. Greta Thompson peels it off the board.
The challenge tonight for Fremd, coming off that double overtime win yesterday, is not only the tired legs that they could be feeling here, but also avoiding the letdown. You know, so much emotion in yesterday's game that they need to make sure they are ready to go from the jump, and it looks like they are.
Nice and lively as Greta Thompson is able to spin it off the glass. Broncos got here by virtue of a 61-55 win over Alton, a game they never trade. Alton eventually finishes third in Class 4A in a game played this morning. And again, gets things all set, then a quick foul by Ellie Thompson. Andre Lewis is the head coach for Kenwood. He is in his 13th season at Kenwood. And yes, a victory here tonight not only would give him a state championship, it would give him 300 career wins at Kenwood. He would also have 500 career wins in his 24th season overall of coaching. And that is Greta Thompson on the foul.
In the huddle you just saw from the Fremd players, that's something that they are going to continue to do throughout the game. It's something that they've adopted over the past couple seasons, is regardless of what the outcome or what happens on the floor, whether it's a free throw, a foul, even after their own timeouts, the 5 players on the floor will huddle together and have their own talk before dispersing.
Isis Thomas, 5'10" senior at the free throw line for Kenwood. Broncos ranked number 1 statewide in the final regular season poll in Class 4A. Tied at 4 early. Pressure broken. It's Greta Thompson. Nobody home. Belle Del Mar able to come up with it. Somehow gets it to Todd, who scores. Danielle Brooks is stopped by Ellie Thompson. Has to go back up top to Thomas. Looking for Jackson. It will go to the Vikings. Take a look at the keys to the game, and they're brought to you by Southern Illinois University Carbondale. Imagine the possibilities.
Keys to the game for Kenwood: strength and speed. Kenwood played a very physical semifinal game. They landed the first punch and never let Alton get off the mat. Shot 69% in the first quarter and used that speed to get out in transition. Defensively, didn't allow anything in the paint. And for Fremd, do it for Dave. They pulled off the improbable finish in the semifinals. After the game, the team referenced their late head coach, Dave Yates, and the presence they felt from him all night long. And now, with one final game ahead, they're ready to put it all on the line for themselves and to honor his legacy.
Back into the hands The point guard, Danielle Brooks. Again, they want to get it into Jackson. She's a force inside. Bella Del Mar with the defense, but here's Coco Urlacher on the steal. The scoop and score. Turnover turns into points.
And Urlacher picking up right where she left off yesterday, jumping those passing lanes, getting a hand on the ball, finishing on the other end.
How about that three rattling home for Danielle Brooks?
Kenwood playing a very aggressive style of defense off the bat here. Fremd, if they can get some shot fakes, get Kenwood to jump, get off their feet, they could get the Broncos into foul trouble early.
Pretty much as we expected here in the early going. A little bit of defense turns into offense.
And there's Coco, once again, picking up right where she left off.
The IHSA Basketball State Finals are brought to you in part by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs. And by SIU Carbondale. Imagine the possibilities.
Imagine going from the classroom to the big stage.
This territory, this place, our home, isn't just for learning, but for understanding the very power of what imagination actually means.
A place where you can know from player to coach, from the ground to the sky.
So close your eyes, envision the roar that is a spirit of thousands of Salukis. Capture this moment and go forward together.
Insulate today and get an 11% rebate on Knauf fiberglass insulation at Menards. From cut-to-length rolls to pre-cut bats and blow-in insulation, Menards has everything you need to get the job done while adding comfort and energy efficiency to your home. Stop into Menards and pick up this R11 craft-faced roll for $9.99 after 11% rebate. Plus, you can add even more savings with federal tax credits on qualifying energy-efficient upgrades.
Save big money at Menards.
It's a familiar road from Palatine Fremd High School down here to Illinois State University. Third time since 2020 for the Vikings. Fremd, western suburbs of Chicago, will move right on down and hit the central part of the state. Sefti Arena, the home of the IHSA Girls Basketball Championships. Not far behind that bus will be the one that comes from Kenwood High School. Right on down I-55, landing here in Normal. That map to Normal brought to you by Illinois State Police, Integrity, Service, Pride. They've been looking for it, and there they get it. Diane Jackson inside her first points of the game for the University of Buffalo recruit.
And the first points in the paint for the Broncos. Meanwhile, on the other end, Fremd already has 8 points in the paint.
Todd was looking for a whistle, didn't get it. Hennigan pulls up, in and out on a three. Todd fouled by Walker George.
Ariel Hennigan's going to get her fair share of shots all night. I mean, she can create for herself and pretty much take anything she wants, but this Kenwood team has so much speed that they just need to space Fremd out on their defensive end. They can get through those driving lanes into the basket if they just spread the floor a little bit more.
These two teams met way back on December 10th. Kenwood 69-63 winners in that one. Urlacher challenges inside. Jackson, the one-hand rebound. Here come the Broncos with Danielle Brooks ahead to Hennigan. Brooks can shoot it. She can find some space. But Ellie Thompson will deny. Brooks will not go. Jackson strong. Jackson up. She'll get two.
Brooks not able to finish on that drive there, but boy, is she quick. That first step just blows by Ellie Thompson. Just unable to finish at the bucket.
Well, not a foul.
Okay, we move on.
It will be from basketball with 2:20 to play in the first quarter. A 1-point difference, lead belonging to Kenwood. Long three. Isis Thomas will spin it out of there. Thomas into the paint. That shot is blocked by Thompson. Here's Greta Thompson leading the break. Thompson coast to coast. How about that?
Phenomenal heads-up play on both sides of the floor. First the block on the defensive end, and then she takes it coast to coast, finishes through contact. Greta Thompson, what a play.
She tight-roped that baseline after the block. Fremd bench ready for the free throw here. Of course, it's right leg over left. They get it. Jade Hamilton-Gill just picked up her first personal foul. She checked into the ball game. Hennigan bangs her way through the lane. If you were with us for the Kenwood-Alton game, that was a very physical game. I mean, people really getting after it. You can expect the same here tonight.
Felt like a little deja vu watching the Kenwood players dive on the floor. They were doing that the entire night in the semifinal game.
Jackson works on Del Mar as an offensive foul. Diane Jackson just picked up her second personal foul here with under 2 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Trying to get position, she just lowered that shoulder just a little too much. Threw her body ever so slightly into her defender.
Todd will look to go to work. Crossover. Contact, no whistle. Rebound inside. Urlacher, no. Rebound out of there by Walker George. She's going to lead the break. Walker George has her shot rejected. So London Walker George was kind of trying to duplicate what Greta Thompson did just moments earlier.
Block here. Good job by both sides, staying straight up both ends.
Poked away. Contact, tip, touched last by Fremd. Boy, they are getting after it here. Inside, the shot from London Walker George. That's 6 straight misses now for the Broncos. Screen. Instead, Thompson has to pick it up with Brooks in her face. Urlacher will penetrate in. And she will shoot 2 free throws. Coco Urlacher, 4-year varsity player. Danielle Brooks picks up her first foul.
Coach Hahn told us earlier this week that Coco Urlacher has starting to get some D1 interest because of the deep run they've made throughout the playoffs. And I'm going to go ahead and say she probably got a little bit more interest after last night's performance.
Now, if Urlacher's last name is familiar for Chicago area viewers, you'll remember Brian Urlacher, NFL Hall of Fame class of 2018. Brian is Coco's uncle. Hennigan stops. The putback will not go. Another chance for the Broncos. Partially deflected, comes out of there, and there's Urlacher skying for the board. Kenwood's missed their last 10 shots, and yet they only trail by 3. Both teams want to push the pace a little bit. You sense it may be just a little too fast for each one of them right now.
Yeah, important to get out in transition, but it's okay to pull it back out and set up your half-court offense instead of forcing a wild shot.
Thomas. Into the hands of Del Mar as the horn sounds. So Kenwood missing its last 11 shots, yet we have just a 3-point game at the end of one in your 4A championship game.
Don't miss Orange Days, Ashley's biggest sale of the year. This week only, shop mattress doorbusters starting at just $199. Or get low monthly payments on top bedding brands with no interest financing for 72 months. For better sleep and savings, shop Ashley.
Tired of the same old routine? Ready for a career that's always changing? In the roofing trades, every day is a new adventure. Learn a skilled trade, earn competitive wages, enjoy great benefits and solid opportunities for career advancement. With starting wages and benefits above $50 per hour, you can earn while you learn. So, are you ready to climb to new heights? Learn and join the roofing trades today.
Tomorrow, I'll be making a difference in the classroom. Tonight, I'll be making memories with the dance team.
I'm expressing myself with my poetry and with my hands.
I'm providing for my patients and for my community.
At NIU, you'll go places as unique as you, with the resources and support to get you there. Join us and start writing your story today.
On behalf of our 12,000 members, I want to congratulate all the athletes in today's competition. I am Don Finn, the business manager of IBW Local 134, representing the unionized electricians of Chicago and Cook County. Local 134 offers you more than just a job. It offers you a career. Our future is brighter than ever. From building solar fields to constructing data centers to shaping Chicago's skyline. Join the most diverse workforce in the building trades. Building careers, building the future. IBW Local 134.
Don't miss Orange Days, Ashley's biggest sale of the year. This week only, shop incredible doorbusters like this queen panel bed starting at just $199. These savings won't last long. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
We get set to start the second quarter. But tell you what, let's take a look back to yesterday in the semifinals. Fremd versus Loyola Academy. Fremd chasing Loyola. Coco Urlacher said, wait, I need to make something happen. So we go to our first overtime. Urlacher buried a couple of threes as they overcame a deficit of 6 points with under 20 seconds to play. But then in that second overtime, pulled away, defeating Loyola 80-74 in the second overtime, denying Loyola Academy a chance for the second state title in a row. And Fremd puts themselves into this ball game, a ball game they lead here by 3 at the end of one quarter. Right out of the break, an easy shot inside. I shouldn't say easy, everything is contested, but it was a close-in shot.
A perfect drawn-up play out of that first quarter, little backdoor cut. Just unfortunately couldn't finish at the rim.
Thompson on the bounce. And the putback for a whistle. To the line will go Bella Del Mar. If you're a girls high school flag football fan, you will recognize the name of Bella Del Mar, along with Ella Todd and also Lily Mayer. Why? Because those three were on the state champion flag football team, first ever girls flag football championships. Those were played back in October. So they play in that title game, they win it, and here they are back playing in another championship game.
It was funny listening to Ella Todd in her post-game interview with the media last night. She said, I got a taste of a championship with football, and I want another one.
Yes. Hennigan trying to shake loose from Urlacher. 13 straight misses. 14. We need to check back when the last time a team has missed 14 straight shots and only trails by 4 points. They have been working the offensive backboard, out rebounding Fremd, 6-2 on the offensive glass. Wide open, Thomas. And once again, we'll stay on this end of the floor. Jackson in the ball game. She's playing with 2 fouls. Give it up to London Walker-George. And Delmar fronting Jackson inside. Hennigan will work her way to the free throw line on the penetration.
And when shots aren't falling, Hennigan doing exactly what you're supposed to do. Get yourself into the paint, get to the basket, try and draw some contact and go to the free throw line. But for the most part, Kenwood just needs to settle down a little bit on offense. They're getting really good looks, and they're going to start to fall.
Ariella Hennigan, commitment to Howard University. She started from day one as a freshman, and she's evolved from a pass-first defender-type player to a player who can score on all 3 levels, averages about 17 points per game. Fremd the other way. Greta Thompson spins out on her. Hennigan, long bounce ahead to Brooks. And the fast break bucket not only converts, but it becomes the first field goal since the 3:26 mark of the first quarter. Foul from Palatine. Now getting into a bit of a flow here. Hennigan's going to look to tie. She does! 15-all, 6:10 to play in the first half, your 4A championship game. Urlacher accelerates all the way. Numbers again. Hennigan to Walker-George, and Kenwood will go on top.
Kenwood dealing with a nice run here. The Broncos went on a 9-0 run in the first quarter of their semifinal game to go up 12 points. So a 9-0 run, certainly in the cards, or in the arsenal of what Kenwood can do. On one end, getting the defensive rebound is Ariel Hennigan as she pushes it up to her teammate. Walker-George finishes at the rim. Kenwood's right back in this thing.
They started yesterday's semifinal game making 9 of their first 10 shots, and here they had a stretch of 15, 16 misses in a row, and yet here they are with a 2-point lead.
And the fast break points, those were slow to come by for Kenwood in the first quarter. They jumped out to early fast break point advantage in that semifinal game once again, and so good to start seeing that come here. Maybe a little further into the game than yesterday, but never too late.
Ariella Hennigan, we mentioned she committed to Howard University, and folks over at Howard are going to be pretty happy. Here's a player who scored 20 points in the third quarter in the Chicago Public League championship ball game. She had 36 points against Whitney Young in the regular season. She can light it up. Kenwood has gotten things going this quarter. 3 field goals, had an assist in each one of them. They've come from 3 different players. Greta Thompson challenges Jackson. Urlacher, 3. Softly in for Coco Urlacher. And we flip the leaderboard over to the Fremd Vikings. These teams had rugged games yesterday in different ways. Here's Urlacher. 2 big threes from her got them into this game. It was a mental and physical challenge for Fremd to survive in double overtime. For Kenwood, very physical game against Dalton. Jackson motors to track that one down. Thomas. And if that goes against Jackson, that will be her 3rd. And that's exactly how it goes. So Jackson will, in all likelihood, sit the last 5 minutes and 12 seconds. Shalaya Poole to take her place.
Yeah, that's a big blow to have Jackson on the bench for what could be the last 5 minutes of this half. She's the tallest player on that team, the most physical down low. And they will be without her now for a little while.
Urlacher, a little stumble and a travel.
And you're seeing Fremd on offense just a little ahead of themselves, getting a little too quick at times. Also a lot of shots off the front rim, which makes you wonder how much their legs are bothering them. That tiredness from yesterday's game kind of showing itself.
Turnovers all evened up at 4 apiece. Hennigan splits traffic, dishes. Strong move inside by Walker George. So London Walker George will be tasked with picking up the slack for her cousin, Diane Jackson, London Walker George cousins. Walker George, a transfer to Kenwood. Very familiar with a lot of these players, obviously related to Diane Jackson, and actually she played basketball with Hennigan in 4th grade, so very familiar with these Broncos.
Kind of a family affair all the way around. A couple relatives on Kenwood's side, a couple sisters on Fremd's side.
Yeah, 2 sets of sisters for Fremd, the Thompsons and the Todds. 4 ties, 4 lead changes. Bounce inside, unable to handle it is Anna Montella. So 4 ties, 4 lead changes. We're sitting at 18-18.
I'm not sure Montella was expecting that pass as quickly as Ella Todd got it to her.
Urlacher's able to deflect that away from Hennigan.
Thank you.
Walker George came off a screen, is able to muscle it in. Trouble in the backcourt. Thomas just takes it away from Urlacher. Then Urlacher returns the favor. Coco Urlacher, numbers against her, 1 on 3. Up and down we go. 3:56, right the midway point of 2nd quarter, and Kenwood the 1 point, make that the 2-point lead.
Tomorrow, I'll be making a difference in the classroom. Tonight, I'll be making memories with the dance team.
I'm expressing myself with my poetry and with my hands.
I'm providing for my patients and for my community.
At NIU, you'll go places as unique as you, with the resources and support to get you there. Join us and start writing your story today.
On behalf of our 12,000 members, I want to congratulate all the athletes in today's competition. I am Don Finn, the business manager of IBW Local 134, representing the unionized electricians of Chicago and Cook County. Local 134 offers you more than just a job. It offers you a career. Our future is brighter than ever. From building solar fields to constructing data centers to shaping Chicago's skyline. Join the most diverse workforce in the building trades. Building careers, building the future. IBW Local 134.
Dave Yates, the longtime and very effective head coach for Fremd High School. Coached last season in this tournament, suffering from brain cancer. His team finished in the 3rd spot, and sadly, Dave passed away in June of this past summer. And standing by right now with Kalia Butler is Kathy Yates and daughter Hope.
I'm joined with Kathy, his wife, and his daughter, Hope. Kathy, Coach Hahn shared a very special story with me yesterday that towards the end of that very tight game on Thursday, that you actually took out a picture of Dave and put it in your pocket. How was his presence felt in that game?
I talk to Dave a lot these days, and we all wanted the girls to win so badly. So I pulled out all the stops. I pulled out Dave's picture. I talked to him. I told him to get in there and do his thing. And I can't tell you how impressed I am with the girls. And I think that they felt him with them every step of the way.
And Hope, for you, just the community support that you guys have felt through this time, what has that been like for you?
It's been absolutely amazing. I don't think we could have imagined anything that this year would have brought, but the community, Palatine at Fremd itself, has been absolutely amazing, and we couldn't be more thankful for everyone, the program, and the community.
Thank you both so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you very much, Clea, and best wishes to Kathy and Hope. And Kate, yesterday we had a chance to jump into the press conference for Fremd after their win in the semifinal, and it was an emotional and very moving press conference to hear these young ladies talk about their former coach and the impact he had and still has on them.
Yeah, still has is very important because they all said that they felt his presence last night, and he was on their minds even in these high-stress moments of a tight game, as they wanted to do it for him and continue building on the legacy that he's left at this program.
The follow will not go. Extra opportunities for Kenwood. Yet the Vikings able to hold them off. A double dribble on the way to the basket for Urlacher.
And you look at that right there, the messages written on the shoes of the Fremd players. They have Yates strong, all sorts of different things just to remind them of their late head coach and the impact he's had on their careers.
Danielle Brooks to the free throw line.
Second personal, third team foul.
The only person in severe foul problems right now is Diane Jackson. She has 3. And there is more writing on the shoes of the Fremd players.
Yates strong and we above me. You got to wonder if that's something that Yates instilled in the program.
Amelia Hennigan reports for Kenwood.
Amelia Hennigan into the game for the Kenwood Broncos.
This press is giving Fremd just a little trouble, doing a great job right there at breaking it. Really, right when I say that, they say not so fast.
And basket by Urlacher cuts the lead to 1. More sisters into the game with Amelia Hennigan. Here's Ariella. Up over the top, and it comes out. Another chance. Poole shot was all but in. Once again, the very active Walker George will go to the line, keeping that ball alive.
That's 11 offensive rebounds for Kenwood right now. 20 total. Only a 3-rebound difference between the two teams, with Kenwood leading the way, but 11 offensive boards.
That's with Diane Jackson limited minutes here in the first half due to foul trouble. Walker George splits a pair.
I will say, though, 11 offensive boards. They only have 2 second chance points, so need to do a better job at converting with those extra opportunities.
That turnover is the 5th of this quarter for Fremd. They've been outscored 13-8, trail by 2. It's starting to feel a little bit what Kenwood did to Alton yesterday. Took the lead and just able to hold off Alton. Oh, the scoop and score. How about that? That ball kind of went up on a foot off the floor and squeaked its way in for Brooks. Urlacher loses it. Another turnover, 6 of the period. Broncos looking to capitalize here. Tracy Todd guarding Danielle Brooks. Brooks floats it up and banks it in. Biggest lead of the game at 6. (26-20), a 17-8 advantage here in the second quarter for Kenwood. Well, they survived, what was it, 15, possibly 16 straight misses. And boy, have they come roaring back since that. Another turnover without a shot.
That's 7 turnovers for Fremd in the last 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
It is crunch time here in the final 2 minutes of this half. Another offensive rebound. London George works her way in. This time Urlacher rips it away and she's fouled. Hennigan will pick up her second foul. 15 foul means we'll be shooting some free throws. Urlacher tonight, 1 of 4 from the line, and that's where she will step right now.
4 rebounds, though, still being extremely active in this game, making an impact felt on the boards and through her physicality.
Nine first half points for Urlacher.
On the release, ladies, on the release.
Grabbed by Todd. Urlacher. 3 ball goes. Tracy Todd. Tracy Todd hit key free throws last night in the overtime periods, and she gets a big 3 right there to pull her team within 2.
7 of 8 from the line last night.
That was a 4-point play for the Vikings. The free throw from Urlacher, the 3 from Todd. Hennigan a hand on the ball. Here comes Kenwood. Walker George the pump fake. Hennigan the rebound. Hennigan the score. The offensive backboards belong to the Broncos. Final minute here in the first half. Sophia McMillan with it. Tracy Todd will back it out. Ella Todd works on Poole. There's Bella Del Mar. The offensive rebound capitalizes for the Vikings. With 10 seconds left, Hennigan with it. And she travels, 6 seconds on the clock. Time for Fremd.
The momentum switch between the two teams. To start the quarter, it was Kenwood. To end this quarter, looks like it's going to be Fremd.
Thompson sisters check in. We get some extra shooters here in the final 6 seconds. Tracy Todd to bring it up. We'll get it to Ella. Fires, and we will have a 2-point game at the half. Fremd, though they are outscored 19-14 in the second quarter, Kate, they recover. Very important last couple of minutes for them.
Yeah, they go into the break with the momentum. Scoring a couple points. Kenwood threw that zone on them late and were still able to get an offensive rebound off of it and get a bucket.
Here in the first half, you see the 2-point score, 4 ties and 5 lead changes, and that's the way it's supposed to be in a championship ball game. And Kalia Butler right now is standing by with Kenwood head coach Andre Lewis.
Slow start for you all offensively, but you were able to turn it around a little bit. What sparked that?
Just trying to get them in space and take advantage of the ability to beat them off the dribble in isolated areas.
What are improvements that you're looking to make on the defensive end of the court?
We have to do a much better job of rebounding the basketball. Our initial defense is good, but we're allowing them too many second chance opportunities.
Coach, thank you. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
That's Andre Lewis. His team leads by 2. It's Kenwood 28, Fremd 26. And after the break, Lauren Withrow, Mark Lindo, and Avi Story. They'll break down the first half from our studios in Chicago.
The IHSA Basketball State Finals are brought to you in part by Country Financial, insurance that does more. Visit countryfinancial.com to experience more today.
Coughing and throat feeling sore? We've got medication to get you out the door. Earache, pink eye, bug bite, or rash? Our wonderful staff will treat you in a flash.
What about sprains, strains, and minor fractures too?
Don't worry, our x-rays reveal what's hidden from view. Need care after 9, 10, or 11? Our virtual care's got you 24/7. OSF on-call urgent care, in person or virtual, we're always there.
Every journey starts with a dream. For many, the path to achieving that dream starts at the YMCA. From sports dreams to wellness dreams to career dreams, the Y builds confidence, nurtures talent, and helps guide next steps. From the young to the young at heart, through every stage of life, the dream starts here at the Y. Start your journey today.
You know what it's like to watch a winning team. Now it's your turn to be a part of one. The Illinois State Police is recruiting for our next cadet classes, and you could be our MVP. Protect the public, help those in need, and make a lasting impact in your community. Our mission, your future, higher purpose, higher pay. Starting pay is at $90,000 with incredible benefits package, including a take-home squad car, tuition reimbursement, paid leave, and more. Join the team that makes a difference. Apply today at IllinoisTrooper.com.
The IHSA, committed to keeping student-athletes safe. Through educational initiatives and national partnerships, we're going the distance to develop safer protocols for our teams. Plus, we continue to improve scheduling and conditioning to reduce injuries from preseason through each state championship. 31 sports, 350,000 student-athletes, and one goal, player safety. The IHSA, the future plays here.
The girls' Class 4A state championship game is underway. It's halftime, and Kenwood has a 28-26 lead over Fremd. Alongside Avi Story and Coach Mark Lindo, I'm Lauren Withrow, and we're going to dive right into our first half highlights. Late in the first quarter, Greta Thompson comes up with the block. She's going to take this coast to coast.
Used her length. Now watch her eyes up on the prize as she goes all the way to the 10 and draws the and-1. But the whole thing was her vision in the open floor.
Early in the second quarter, Kenwood is down by 3, but Ari Hennigan gets the ball up top.
Yeah, I'm sure the scouting report is probably to go under, but she took advantage of that by knocking out a 3.
Up ahead, middle of the second quarter, Fremd ball. They're down by 2. Greta Thompson grabs her own board.
Well, they get the inside-out bucket off the offensive rebound. So hard to identify a shooter on the arc. That's why you got to close out. Coco Erlacher gets it done.
Just before the half, it's going to be a 2-pointer here for Kenwood's Danielle Brooks.
I mean, you direct the screen like the way she did and then just be able to finish. That was pretty incredible. Nice finish.
Avi, Kenwood is a team made up of stars. They have 6 players committed to play Division I ball next year. That stardom has come out down the stretch.
I mean, it totally have. I mean, they went from missing 14 shots, consecutive shots, but they were in the game. What got them back? It was their defense, and their smothering defense got them back in this game, and it was really nice to see that momentum take them to a lead.
Kenwood excellent with their offensive rebounds as well. That's been an incredible stat. 13 offensive boards. Coach, what does Fremd have to do there?
Fremd has to clean that up quite obviously. And we talk on defensive rebound, we talk about body, then ball. What I mean by that is step into the offensive player and then block out. You can't out-jump Kenwood. You have to fundamentally put your body on him first and then go the defensive glass.
Kenwood up by 2. We'll have more from our halftime show right after this.
The IHSA Basketball State Finals are brought to you locally in part by Ashley. Style begins at home. IBEW Local 134. Building careers, building the future. Northern Illinois University, where your future is our focus. Visit niu.edu. And by Chicagoland Roofing Council, Chicagoland's best value, best roofs all year long.
Because car wrecks don't take the weekends off, neither do we.
And don't wait until Monday to get the help you need now.
At Lerner Row, we're available to take your call 24/7
and get you the help you need right now.
Lerner Row are the lawyers for you. Call 222-2222.
The Jewelry Exchange, the source for lab-grown. 2-carat studs, $9.90. 2-carat solitaires, $12.90. 3-carat, $24.90. 10-carat tennis bracelets, $39.90. Thousands to choose from, always the lowest price. The Jewelry Exchange, Villa Park.
Angel Reese sneaking her way for three. Drills it. Cardoso from behind. Tracks it down.
Watch the Chicago Sky all season long on the U.
The best teams in Chicagoland face off on Game of the Week on the U. Don't miss the IHSA Boys Super Sectional Finals. Game 1 tips off Monday at 6, followed by Game 2 at 7:30 on the U.
It's halftime of the girls' Class 4A state championship game. It's been a long day full of exciting games. Pecatonica victorious for the Class 1A. Then it was Nashville for 2A. Montini just moments ago for the 3A. And we've got an exciting game underway right now with Fremd versus Kenwood.
There's been some separation those first 3 games, but I think this one's going to go to the wire. You got to stay right here because we have 2 outstanding basketball teams. We got speed, we got savvy, we got athletes that are going to get up and down the second half.
And they're going to keep doing that. I expect that from the second half as well. That's going to be a fun matchup, a nail-biter all the way through the end, and I'm going for Kenwood.
Well, Kenwood's Danielle Brooks has just been lighting it up out there. She leads both teams right now with 10 points through the first half. Second half, coming right up.
Want a great career? Join the Carpenters Union and be part of the next generation building our communities. With the Carpenters Union Career Connections program, high school students get a head start on the industry's leading curriculum. Learn the latest in construction technology and the many skilled crafts the Carpenters Union represents. Plus, earn as you learn. Receive a nice paycheck, health insurance benefits, and best of all, no college debt. Ask your school district to participate in the Career Connections program and get started on your future.
Imagine going from the classroom to the big stage.
This territory, this place, our home, isn't just for learning, but for understanding the very power of what imagination actually means.
A place where you can go from player to coach, from the ground to the sky.
So close your eyes, envision the roar that is a spirit of thousands of Salukis. Capture this moment and go forward together.
Now's the time to update your fixtures with an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Check out our lighting showroom and find your style with a huge selection of stock vanity lights. This 3-light Stewart vanity light is available in brushed nickel or oil-rubbed bronze finish. Now just $29.98 after rebate. Get a stylish vintage look plus the latest in LED technology with Fight Electric enhanced light bulbs. They provide vivid, natural light. Get a 4-pack for $9.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Attention building and facility managers. Did you know mechanical insulation around a building's heating and cooling system is a vital resource? Insulation protects from energy loss, physical damage, and pays for itself quickly. For more than 125 years, the contractors of Heat and Frost Insulators have helped build healthier, greener, and more efficient facilities. Hire the best. Scan the QR code for a list of contractors with the Heat and Frost Insulators Local 17 or visit us at local17insulators.com.
The halftime stats are brought to you by Menards.
I'm looking at the free throws. I'm curious on how they're going to keep being aggressive and getting to the free throw line. When you're aggressive and get to the paint, fouls are going to happen.
What jumps out at me is field goal percentage. Check out Kenwood Academy, only 10 out of 36. That is cold shooting. Remember, they missed 14 in a row at one point in the first half. Can they get hot getting the ball deep to the basket?
Fremd forward Coco Urlacher for 3. She leads the Vikings with 9.
Coughing and throat feeling sore? We've got medication to get you out the door. earache, pink eye, bug bite, or rash, our wonderful staff will treat you in a flash.
What about sprains, strains, and minor fractures too?
Don't worry, our x-rays reveal what's hidden from view. Need care after 9, 10, or 11? Our virtual care's got you 24/7. OSF on-call urgent care, in person or virtual, we're always there.
Home is more than a place. It's full of the people and moments that matter most. Providing for loved ones, expanding your horizons, or simply living the life you love. With all you have to protect, choose insurance you can count on, so you can experience more of what you live for. Country Financial. Experience more.
You know what it's like to watch a winning team. Now it's your turn to be a part of one. The Illinois State Police is recruiting for our next cadet classes, and you could be our MVP. Protect the public, help those in need, and make a lasting impact in your community. Our mission, your future, higher purpose, higher pay. Starting pay is at $90,000 with incredible benefits package, including a take-home squad car, tuition reimbursement, paid leave, and more. Join the team that makes a difference. Apply today at IllinoisTrooper.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by OSF Healthcare and by Country Financial. Let's get Fremd coach James Hahn's comments. He's with Kalia Butler.
Here with Fremd head coach Hahn. Coach, Kenwood is a very high-pressure defensive team. How do you feel like you have responded so far?
Yeah, so far, I mean, we've gotten sped up a little bit. It has some uncharacteristic turnovers, but really it's about the rebounding. We have to rebound the basketball. As a team, they're obviously big, they're physical. They rely on those rebounds, so we're going to try to take away that advantage in the second half.
Offensively, how do you feel about your shot selection thus far?
Yeah, I feel like we're attacking the basket. We're getting some looks. We got to find each other a little bit more and look to kick out and look for some threes like we did with Gracie Todd there.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at some of the defensive plays of the game, and are brought to you by Union Carpenters and Contractors, partners in building communities and supporting working families.
You just heard Coach Hahn talk about his team getting a little sped up and uncharacteristic turnovers. Well, that's because Kenwood's getting their hands on everything. They are just swarming on the defensive end, not allowing anything inside, and creating a lot of turnovers. 5 steals have resulted in 12 points off of turnovers for Kenwood in that first half.
You know, speaking of turnovers, Fremd in the second quarter had 8 turnovers against just 5 made baskets. That led to 14 points. And on the other side, Kenwood in that quarter, their 19 points came from 7 field goals and just 1 turnover. And we have a 2-point game. Getting on the glass and unable to convert that basket on that end of the floor has been tough on offensive rebounds and putbacks.
Well, you also just heard Coach Hahn talk about his team not rebounding very well in the first half, or rather Kenwood rebounding a whole lot better. He's got to be happy. First possession, his team gets a couple offensive boards despite not being able to convert.
It's interesting, both coaches mentioned rebounding. How many times do you hear that before the game? And then we hear it again here at halftime, and indeed, that will be a factor here in the last 2 quarters.
And it's so interesting. Kenwood has 13 offensive boards tonight, but only 4 second chance points. So certainly going to want to make an effort to convert some of those second. You work so hard to get the second chance opportunities, might as well put them back in the bucket.
Couple of free throws for Danielle Brooks. Meanwhile, Ellie Thompson will have to exit to the bench. She picked up her 3rd personal foul in the first 40 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. Gracie Todd into the game, passed up to 3. Her shot is stopped there by Hennigan. Brooks and Hennigan. Urlacher will take it out of there. And again, a hand on the ball. London George. She goes strong and throws it in. That ball hit the underside of the rim. London Walker George finished it. Todd goes the other way. She was waiting for a whistle and didn't get it.
14 points off of turnovers for Kenwood. One coming right there, a little miscue by Fremd, and Kenwood answers.
Greta Thompson along the baseline. Jade Hamilton-Gill sends it out of here.
She says, not so fast.
Diane Jackson was in foul trouble, but the bigs that have been brought in by Andre Lewis have more than picked up the slack. Greta Thompson was starting to elevate for a three.
Just a little indecisiveness from Greta Thompson. You wonder, down 6 right now, they're starting to feel a little pressure.
Hennigan looking to pick her spots. And that time it's Todd that gets a hand on the ball. We talk about every shot being challenged here tonight on both ends of the floor.
Good defense by Todd. I mean, how quick is Hennigan? She can blow past people, but Todd right there moving her feet and keeping Hennigan in front of her.
A little pinball action there. We'll keep it in Kenwood's hands. Brooks drops it down to Hamilton-Gill. And 2 shots coming up with Jade Hamilton-Gill, 6'2" senior. Bella Del Mar picks up the foul. That's her first.
Good rotation by Del Mar. She just was a step too late and just doesn't quite have the size advantage against the larger Hamilton-Gill.
Couple of misses for Hamilton-Gill. A foul in the backcourt. Will it be Brooks or will it be Thomas? I think it will go against Isis Thomas. Greta Thompson on the skip to Gracie Todd. Todd, a little bit of problem there with Thomas. Shakes free. Well, there is no room in this Kenwood defense. From the high post, Urlacher to Del Mar. And a blocking foul underneath will be Hennigan.
Kenwood bailing out Fremd there. That offense got pretty stagnant. They really didn't have anywhere to go. Unfortunately for Kenwood, it ends in a foul on their end.
Third foul on Hennigan, and she was wandering over to the bench, thought she was going to be taken out with that third foul, and all of a sudden it was Danielle Brooks. They had to shout to Ariella Hennigan, get down here, we're inbounding the ball. Well, no damage done. We're playing 5-on-5 now. Greta Thompson, high arcing shot. Urlacher inside move and got it. The offensive foul from Urlacher makes it a 4-point game. 11.9 rebound night for Coco Urlacher here with 5 minutes to play in the third quarter. Hennigan bounces off a few players. Hamilton-Gill inside. That shot is knocked away. A couple of players down. Number advantage here for Fremd. 5-on-4. Todd goes up. Still no whistle. But here's London Walker-George. She can't score. That was a bizarre sequence because London Walker-George got tied up on the rebound on the basket to your right. She was down for a while. Okay, there's Walker-George. She goes down. The play is going to go to the other end eventually, but now she's just hanging around because she just got up off the floor and still could not convert.
They called that cherry picking back in the day.
I don't know that she picked any cherries. They are letting them play here tonight. Shooting has been a struggle here. The first 4 minutes of this quarter, these two teams have combined to knock down just 2 of 15 shots. We have a 4-point game. This is your 4A title game.
Imagine going from the classroom to the big stage.
This territory, this place, our home, isn't just for learning, but for understanding the very power of what imagination actually means.
A place where you can go from player to coach, from the ground to the sky.
So close your eyes, envision the roar that is a spirit of thousands of Salukis. Capture this moment and go forward together.
Get an 11% rebate on your kitchen upgrade now at Menards. It's easy to create your dream kitchen with Clearview Cabinetry, offering a selection of finishes made with the finest materials and built to withstand life's sticky messes. Clearview Cabinetry offers features like soft closed doors and drawers and cabinet accessories to match your unique style. Get these Traffic Hickory kitchen cabinets for $3819.99 after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to SEFCU Arena. Kenwood 32, Fremd 28. I'm joined alongside Joe Mason, who is the Kenwood boys head coach. You guys are preparing for your own super sectional on Monday, have had a great season thus far. But why was it so important for you to bring your team down here to support the girls?
Wanted them to kind of get a taste of this experience, but also I think it's good for them to really make sure we're supporting the girls. They support us. We want to make sure we support them as well.
I mean, given how your season has gone so far, what can we expect out of Monday's game?
Hopefully we can get a win. That's the goal. So we're looking forward to Monday, and we can face a very tough Rich Township team, but looking forward to the win on Monday.
Coach, thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Joe Mason, super sectional against Rich Township on Monday. His team has 1 loss on the season, and that came to Rich Township in a Big Dipper tournament hosted by Rich. First time ever that the girls from Kenwood have made the state finals. The boys have never made it. They'll look to duplicate that. And there's Ariella Hennigan, double figures with 10.
Ariella Hennigan, body control on that play. She got up in the air, elevated, but still kept her shoulders square to the basket.
Fremd, a good three-point shooting team on the season, have not had many good looks here tonight. Britta Thompson, bounce in traffic. Jackson back into the game for Kenwood. She gets the board. Pushing. Baseline drive. Rebound Thomas. Blocked by Thompson. We go the other way. 34-28. 3:25 left in the third period in your 4A championship game. Erlacher knocks down the three. Nothing but the bottom of the net. That cuts the 6-point lead in half. Erlacher makes her second three in 2 attempts here tonight. Jackson. Todd looking to cut into the 3-point lead. Ella Todd will go to the free throw line. How about Coco Erlacher on the 3 here?
Coco Erlacher, phenomenal once again. No hesitation. She sees a little bit of space her defender's giving her. Elevates up, knocks down the big shot. She's 2 of 2 from deep tonight.
That last foul charged to Jackson. That is her 4th, and she slowly walks to the Kenwood bench. London Walker George checks in for her.
We talked about the massive advantage in offensive rebounding that Kenwood had at the half. It is now 16-13. Only a 3 O-board advantage for Kenwood.
Fremd within one at 34-33. Now it's a three-point difference. Brooks with their 14th point of the night.
Brooks so quick, just blows by Gracie Todd, able to get to the hoop and finish. And here comes Urlacher the other way.
Can't get it to spin off the rim. Four bodies on the floor. Greta Thompson stopped and traveled. Brooks to walk it up. Chance to catch everybody's breath a little bit here. Fremd packing it in defensively and forced the turnover. Todd loses it. Thompson. Ices Thomas. No. Rebound. Yes. Walker George.
Kenwood's defense has just been swarming, and it's speeding up Fremd a little bit. They need to just take a breath, compose themselves.
Steals for Kenwood. How about 20 in this tournament? 12 yesterday, 8 here tonight. We have a minute 38 to play in the third quarter. And Hennigan not too happy. And why is that? She picked up her 4th foul. So you have Jackson with 4 fouls, Hennigan with 4.
And now is time to go for Fremd. If you have Ariel Hennigan on the bench, Jackson on the bench, now is the time to take advantage with 2 of the top players for Kenwood not in the game.
Todd splits her free throws. (38-34) Kenwood. Brooks now to run the show. Brooks, her second attempt to get inside, can't do it. Thomas scoops her way in. Isis Thomas headed to Tennessee State, 4.0 grade point average for the senior. Bella Del Mar with that foul, her second.
Good job by Thomas getting the handoff and turning the corner. Going strong around the screen and finding some contact at the basket.
Thomas, 55% free throw shooter on the season. Made her first 2, misses this one. Timeout is called as we reset here with 1:14 to play in the third quarter. Your foul situation, it's pretty touch and go right here for head coach Andre Lewis from Kenwood, because he has Hennigan and Jackson back on the bench with 4 fouls. Now they're going to come back in. The question is when and who comes in what situation.
I think right now you have a minute 14 left in the third, and you have a 5-point lead. Try and weather the storm for the next minute until the end of this quarter. Reassess heading into the fourth, and I think you bring them off the bench fairly soon into the fourth, as long as this is still a tight game. But if you can maintain or even grow the lead at all, you're okay keeping them on the bench for a couple more minutes just to ensure that you have them down the stretch.
They're playing for a 4A state championship. We've already had 3 titles decided today. Pecatonica takes home that 1A crown, a 63-45 win over Carrollton. Nashville avenges last year's defeat in the championship game at the hands of Pure Notre Dame, dominating the Irish 45-26. Montini held on against St. Ignatius. Excellent ball game played by the Broncos. They claim another state title, and take a look at the 5-point difference, 39-34, Kenwood Academy over Fremd. Fremd with 1 state championship, girls basketball state history. That came in 2020. Dave Yates, of course, was the head coach for that one. And the interesting point about that is the last basketball game that was played in the state for well over a year, almost 2 years, because after the girls tournament that year, the boys tournament was canceled because of COVID. Urlacher high off the miss. Inside position, Del Mar.
Offensive rebounding for Fremd. It's been huge in this second half. That was something that Hans said coming out of the half. His team really need to focus on is doing a better job of boxing out. So far, they've given themselves more opportunities, whether it be through second chance points, getting through the basket, or coming from the free throw line.
Jade Hamilton-Gill with her third foul. So now you have Hamilton-Gill with 3, Jackson with 4. There are your 2 post players, your presence inside. Second free throw for Del Mar. Fremd 7 of 14 from the line tonight. Yet they trail by just 4. Nearly a steal. Touch last by. Touch last by London Walker George. It will be Fremd basketball. The final 40 seconds of the third quarter.
Brooks dribbling the ball up. She was telling her teammates, just calm down, we're okay. And a miscommunication between she and Walker George leads to a Fremd possession.
This is a pretty big trick right here for Fremd. They'd like to knock this down to a 2-point game heading into the fourth quarter, but Brooks has other ideas. Brooks will peel away. Still 20 seconds to work with. Brooks takes a look at that clock above the backboard here at CEFCU Arena. And she has it with 10 seconds. Brooks to the corner. Del Mar with it, and that's how the quarter will come to a close. So neither team can capitalize in the final 20 seconds. We're going to the fourth. Kenwood 39, Fremd 35.
Don't miss Orange Days, Ashley's biggest sale of the year. This week only, shop incredible doorbusters like this queen panel bed starting at just $199. These savings won't last long. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
Tired of the same old routine? Ready for a career that's always changing? In the roofing trades, every day is a new adventure. Learn a skilled trade, earn competitive wages, enjoy great benefits and solid opportunities for career advancement. With starting wages and benefits above $50 per hour, you can earn while you learn. So, are you ready to climb to new heights? Learn and join the roofing trades today.
On behalf of our 12,000 members, I want to congratulate all the athletes in today's competition. I am Don Finn, the business manager of IBW Local 134, representing the unionized electricians of Chicago and Cook County. Local 134 offers you more than just a job. It offers you a career. Our future is brighter than ever. From building solar fields to constructing data centers to shaping Chicago's skyline. Join the most diverse workforce in the building trades. Building careers, building the future. IBW Local 134.
Tomorrow, I'll be making a difference in the classroom. Tonight, I'll be making memories with the dance team.
I'm expressing myself with my poetry and with my hands.
I'm providing for my patients and for my community.
At NIU, you'll go places as unique as you, with the resources and support to get you there. Join us and start writing your story today.
Ashley's Orange Days are this week. For a limited time, buy more, save more with up to 30% off. Or get low monthly payments with no interest financing for 60 months. And with our price match guarantee, you know you're getting the best deal. This week only at Ashley.
Let's take a look at tonight's plays of the game. They're brought to you by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs.
Both teams being active on the boards, finishing through contact. Mascots loving it. Players are animated, fired up. We've got 8 minutes left to find out who's taking home the 4A state champion.
It will be Fremd basketball as we start the final 8 minutes. Urlacher met at half court. Tracy Todd couldn't get it off. Todd around Brooks. Pull up. Rebound, Hamilton Gill. Brooks tries to work around his screen. Now double team. Danielle Brooks in trouble. And Andre Lewis takes a 30-second timeout. He was looking across the court and knew that this was a bad situation.
Corners are not where you want to be right now.
Take you back to 2020. Lincoln Way West, the opponent of Fremd. The Vikings with the state championship by virtue of a 58-47 win over Lincoln Way West. We said that's the last basketball game that was played for a couple of years, with COVID putting an end to the boys tournament just 1 week later. So the one state title in school history for Fremd. They've only had 3 head coaches in the school's history. Carol Plautzine, Dave Yates, and now James Hahn. They all took teams to the state finals. They've combined for over 1,000 victories. There's James Hahn. He was a point guard on Schaumburg's 2001 state championship team. Brooks on the floor. Arrow belongs to Kenwood.
Ball staying with Kenwood here, but right now the Broncos, a lot of unforced errors, unforced turnovers. The one to end the quarter here. They need to settle down and take care of the basketball.
Near steal at midcourt. And there is a steal. Del Mar. Bang down both sides. Who's going to pick up the foul? This could be important. Hamilton Gill with 3 personals. And it'll be Isis Thomas. But that play right there will bring Hennigan and Jackson right off that Kenwood bench. And they will come into the game with 4 fouls. Del Mar at the free throw line. Tonight, she's 2 of 4. 66% shooter from the line this season.
Coach Lewis senses he needs his star point guard in the game to help calm down Kenwood's offense and get some structure going, because they seem just a little sped up, a little out of sorts, and that's leading to some big-time mistakes.
Lamar rattles home the other one. Three-point difference. Hennigan with it, back to Brooks. London George has it knocked out of her hands, comes up with it. There's Jackson inside, and that may be Urlacher over the back. But Jackson's presence felt immediately. That's the third on Coco Urlacher. Back up top to Brooks. Brooks just picking her spots, and the floater will roll in. Danielle Brooks.
Was a pretty shot by Brooks. She's fading to her left, finishes with the right, a little floater, gets it to go.
Todd has been unable to get a shot off. Del Mar wants to reverse. And is that Jackson on the foul? It could be. If so, she is done. 5th personal foul on Diane Jackson.
Take a look here. Del Mar going up with the reverse. She had, I believe it was Ella Todd, open out on the perimeter, and the decision to go up with it is what gets Jackson her 5th and final foul.
Del Mar back to the free throw line. Fremd just 9 of 17 from the line tonight. Gets them both. 41-38, 6.5 to play. Fremd staying close at the free throw line because the Vikings have not made a field goal since the 3:21 mark of the third quarter. That's when Urlacher made a three-pointer. Hennigan has it blocked by Todd.
Great job by Todd sticking with Hennigan. Hennigan's so quick. She has the ability to get a one step on you and blow by, but Todd moving her feet and then using those long arms for the swat.
Sixth block of the night for Fremd. Brooks leaves it a little bit short. Boy, there is no such thing as a clean rebound. Anything in the paint has been challenged. Hands on the ball, both sides.
Multiple players, whether it's black jerseys, whether it's white jerseys.
And with that foul, Urlacher just picked up her fourth. That comes near midcourt. So James Hahn has to think what he may want to do here. He will leave Urlacher in. Off the inbounds. That will be Del Mar with the foul. Ellie Thompson will check in. Del Mar picks up her third. Urlacher will take a little breather here with 4 fouls. Off the inbounds. London George now on the follow, yes. Hennigan with that follow. Pushes the lead to 5.
Too easy off the inbound. Kind of caught Fremd sleeping, but Hennigan with the jump.
Jump ball possession will go to Fremd. Sophia McMillan in. She'll replace Ellie Thompson. Knocked out of midair by Walker George. London Walker George, so very active in so many different ways. In deep, Walker George gets the roll. 12 points for George, a 7-point lead for the Broncos. That's the biggest lead of the night for Kenwood. Hennigan, remember she has 4 fouls. She goes strong. And a blocking foul. And Kenwood fans holding their breath on that whistle.
That's bold of Hennigan to go straight at her defender. Able to catch her defender. Still moving those feet a little bit. Hennigan now going to the free throw line.
Timeout comes with 5:08 to play in this game. Kenwood, its biggest lead at 45-38, outscoring Fremd 6-3 in this quarter. As we take a breath here courtside, let's go to the end of the floor and catch up with Kalia Butler.
I had a chance to talk to head coach Andre Lewis for Kenwood, who described his relationship that he had with the late coach for Dave Yates for Fremd. He said that he had built a really great relationship with him over the years, and we're just able to invite each other to each other's events and just show that they had 2 of some of the strongest programs in the state. And Coach Hahn has been able to carry that on as well and describe to his staff this morning the relationship that the 2 had and just the respect that they had for each other as well. Dave.
For that insight, Kalia. Well, speaking of Andre Lewis, girls basketball coach, been coaching girls for 24 years. And the reason he coaches girls basketball, because Andre's mother taught him the game. And that's what makes it so special for him to give back to girls basketball.
A great way to honor his mother, especially on International Women's Day as well.
There you go. And he is 5 minutes and 8 seconds away from a state championship and also milestone coaching victories. It would be 300 at Kenwood, 500 overall. Meanwhile, Ariella Hennigan has 2 free throws, looking to build on this 7-point lead.
Hennigan,
13 points for Hennigan, 16 for Brooks, 12 for Walker George. Todd flying down the floor. Too strong off the glass. Hamilton Gill is there. Kenwood in control here. The ball, an 8-point lead and under 5 minutes to play. The 4A state championship game. Near steal. And that may go against Del Mar. That would be her 4th if it is.
Fremd's defense coming out pretty far above the perimeter. I know they're trying to trap, blitz, get a couple steals, but it's resulting in some fouls as well. So needing to rein in that defense just a little to avoid, 1, those fouls, and 2, Kenwood's quick guards just blowing past them.
Brooks with 16 points. Game high, she has 17. That last dead ball, the previous one, Urlacher came back into the game, so she is in the game with 4 fouls. Del Mar will leave with her foul, 4. Hennigan with 4 personal fouls. Diane Jackson for Kenwood is already fouled out of this game. But this free throw for a 10-point lead. Seven straight points scored by the Kenwood Broncos. 48-38. We're under 5 minutes to play. Somehow, Fremd ends up with it. Todd, a little short. One-handed rebound to Poole.
Fremd's doing a good job of getting to the basket, just not able to finish on those last couple attempts.
London George in deep on Todd. Fighting for the rebound. Poole pulls it out of there. London George gets the bounce from Hennigan. And the strength on the offensive backboards has helped propel the Kenwood Broncos to a 12-point lead, looking for more. Brooks, the steal, the score. Timeout, Fremd. 11 straight points scored by Kenwood. 52-38, the Broncos are stampeding towards a Class 4A state title.
The IHSA State Basketball Finals are brought to you in part by OSF Healthcare, offering hospitals, clinics, urgent care, virtual care, and more. Visit osfhealthcare.org today.
Every journey starts with a dream. For many, the path to achieving that dream starts at the YMCA. From sports dreams to wellness dreams to career dreams, the Y builds confidence, nurtures talent, and helps guide next steps. From the young to the young at heart, through every stage of life, the dream starts here at the Y. Start your journey today.
Every year, you have a choice. One that says staying independent and family-owned means something on your farm. So plant your independence. Plant Whiffles. When you plant Whiffles hybrids, you're making a statement that independence and family-owned means something on your farm. So make your choice. Plant your independence. Plant Whiffles.
Broncos went on an 11-point run in the fourth quarter, lead the Vikings by 14. We'll have game highlights plus analysis here from our Chicago studios as soon as this one wraps up. For now, we'll send it back to CEFCU Arena. It's Dave Bernhardt and Kate Constable on the call.
Thanks, Lauren. And you know, one of the key players this ball game, she is all over the place for Kenwood. That's Danielle Brooks. 10 points in the first half, 10 points here in the second.
20 points altogether. Do a little quick math there. 7 of 15 from the field. Cashing in at the free throw line as well. She's doing a great job of getting out in transition, using that speed, blowing by her defenders. 3 steals as well to go along. 2 rebounds, 2 assists. She is absolutely stuffing the stat sheet tonight.
An 11-0 run by Kenwood. It's taken place over just a minute 48.
Fremd better hope they have a little of that same magic left from last night.
It's going to have to be a lot in their back pocket right here. Urlacher hard with the left hand, and she'll get it started. 16 points for Urlacher after 32-point performance last night in double overtime. Hennigan passes out of a double team. Fremd scrambling on defense. Hennigan with it, 3:27 to play. Long pass in deep. How about that? The pass, about a 40-foot pass from Ariella Hennigan to London Walker-George.
And with that, 5 fouls on Coco Urlacher.
Urlacher, after a 32-point, 17 rebound last night, goes double-double again here tonight. 16 points and 11 rebounds, and a 3-point play completed by London Walker-George. She has 15 points, and that's the lead for Kenwood.
Fremd needs to get moving, try and get a few quick scores, but also play under control.
Todd looking to create some space. McMillan launches. And another held ball. This time it will be Kenwood possession. Urlacher is done for the night. She cannot have a seat on the bench.
Fremd wants to swarm and try and go for the steal here, but they need to be careful of giving up those easy buckets.
Hennigan gets the feed. The Broncos pulling away. Nothing, absolutely nothing has been easy for Fremd tonight. McMillan will score off the glass. That will stop the clock with the timeout at 2:29. Prior to that basket, it was an 18-5 advantage for Kenwood in the fourth quarter.
Kenwood made 4 of their last 4 field goals as well. So after going through a little bit of a scoring drought earlier in this half, they have just rattled off bucket after bucket.
Okay, you run long. We have to foul us out. Take some chances, it's a gamble. You gotta play up, okay? All you gonna do is get the end. You're gonna go like 3-point line and half court, okay? When you get it, they trap. Yes.
Fascinating to watch the coaches go back and forth between James Hahn and Andre Lewis, working it hard with 2:29 to play.
You got Hennigan doing a little coaching in that huddle herself.
Kenwood not only looking for a state championship, closing in on the most combined steals in the state tournament, semifinals and finals. Geneva had 28 in 2009. Kenwood sitting at 24 steals tonight.
Fremd foul charge to number 15, Grayson Todd, her first person.
Such great balance tonight in scoring. Danielle Brooks She has 20, 17 points for London Walker-George. Ariella Hennigan, despite foul problems, has 15, but it's Brooks at the free throw line. She's been a steadying influence tonight. Jackson fouling out, Hennigan picking up those fouls, having a seat. Brooks has been kind of the rock out there.
She really has. I mean, with two of your top players in foul trouble throughout the second half, spending some time on the bench, Brooks has been the one to command this entire offense and really lead the charge for this scoring run that's put Kenwood ahead.
21 points tonight for the junior. Todd denied. Talia Poole the rebound.
Good job of attacking the zone for Fremd, but an even better job of Pools staying straight up and not drawing the foul.
Fremd is going to make Kenwood earn it from the free throw line. 16-point difference, a little bit over 2 minutes to play. Kenwood 34-3 on the season. Their losses coming to Bennett Academy, to Crestwood Prep out of Ontario, and then in the Chicago Public League Championship game to Whitney Young. They avenged that loss to Whitney Young, the sectional championship game.
Kenwood fans can start to feel it.
Now
a nice lead, 2 minutes left.
That clock can't move fast enough for them. They're ready to explode. Ella Todd still grinding away. Speaking of grinding, there is no let-up in this Kenwood D.
Fremd needs to keep the ball out of the corners, attack the zone, the gaps in the zone.
Del Mar stumbles on her way, and that will be another turnover. That will be the 21st turnover tonight for Fremd. Amelia Hennigan comes in. She replaces Talia Poole. A 20-point fourth quarter for Kenwood, outscoring Fremd 20-7, and it's going to grow right here. 17 points for London Walker-George. 61-42. Todd, the pull-up jumper goes. That gets Ella Todd into double figures. 3-on-1 if they want it. Amelia Hennigan says, we've got time. Let's just take it. Ariella Hennigan to the line. Broncos 6 of 9 from the line here in the fourth quarter. Take a look at number 0. That is Danielle Brooks, our Country Financial Player of the Game. That's brought to you by Country Financial. Visit countryfinancial.com to experience more today. Danielle Brooks, 21 points here in what is soon to be a state championship ball game.
This defense for Kenwood has just been relentless all night. And despite being up by almost 20, they are not letting up one bit.
They know what awaits them 64 seconds from now, and so does that team. More free throws coming.
Fremd not quite ready to wave their white flag. They're going to keep extending this game as long as they can.
Kenwood working on a 23-point fourth quarter. Brooks looking to add to her point total to squeeze it in. 22 tonight. Into the game for Fremd, Caitlin Koo. And both teams trying to move some people off the bench. And both fan bases appreciating the efforts of these two teams that have made it all the way to the final night of the girls' basketball season in Illinois. Another free throw for Brooks. She will stay in the game. She'll be joined out there by Danielle Waddy. And a rebound, pulled, and still fighting inside. Way back the third quarter early on, it was a 39-36 Kenwood lead, and now it's a 20-point difference. They have just worn down Fremd.
And you have to wonder how much the double overtime period last night is playing a factor into the second half for Fremd this evening.
Danielle Brooks controlling against Todd. Waddy with it, back to Brooks. Fremd shows no indication of foul, so the clock ticks towards that state championship for Kenwood. The Broncos' first ever appearance in the state finals. And there the trap and the foul comes.
Not until we get a few more free throws.
Yep. Journey Stanford into the game also for Kenwood, along with Emery Leonard Collins. Kayla Triplett enters for Kenwood. Kenwood bench, tears of joy. The Fremd bench, just the opposite. Rebound to Kenwood. The Broncos' first ever appearance in the state finals, and they are your 2025 Class 4A state champions. There's your final score. With that victory, Andre Lewis's 300th win as a Kenwood head coach, 500 overall. And one final team huddle on the court. It comes in the final game of the season right here in CEFCU Arena, Doug Collins Court for Fremd.
Great effort by both teams. Fremd coming off again a double overtime win last night, coming into this one with tired legs. It showed a little bit in the second half, but they never stopped fighting. And for Kenwood, it was a dominant defensive effort. They were phenomenal all night long and earned their first state title.
With that, they become the third Chicago Public League team to win the Class 4A state title, joining Marshall and Whitney Young. Standing by with Kalia Butler is London Walker-George, headed to the University of Illinois Chicago, right now a member of the state champion Kenwood Broncos.
London, your ability to transfer into this team and then lead them to their first ever state championship appearance, you just meshed right in with this group. When did you know you were joining something special?
Well, we just feel like a family. I mean, we could talk to each other, get on each other, be there for each other. It's a sisterhood, and I didn't know I was transferring into this. I thought I was transferring into a really good team, but it's something behind that good team. It's our ability to be able to mesh with each other and get on each other, but still be sisters.
Your senior year, you're going to go play at UIC next year, ability to stay in Chicago. What type of player are they getting?
I just think they get a player that's going to bring energy. I mean, if I feel like I'm like missing a part on the court, then I'm going to bring the energy. I'm going to make sure I do the little things. So just being able to play off ball and be able to bring it up for my team, that's what they're getting.
London, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Woo. Coach, congratulations, head coach Andre Lewis for Kenwood. I mean, your first state appearance, you guys were on a revenge tour after the CPL championships. How are you able to bring it together? And you did win city, but you won the state.
Well, I asked the kids the day after we lost the city, what are we going to do? I said, we can feel sorry and we can wallow in sorrow, or we can embrace the pain that we feel and move forward. And they said they were going to move forward, and they wanted to win state. So we refocused, and we were able to get here and get it done.
I mean, what message does this send for your program? I mean, you guys have a very suffocating defense. Let me add that in there as well. But that is something that you have prioritized the entire season. What standards does that set for you guys?
Sets a high standard. I literally told the freshmen and the sophomore that are sitting at the end of my bench, you guys got a high standard to live up to now. But the seniors have been awesome all year. They have guided everybody, leadership, accountability, compassion, support. They've done it all. And I'm just so happy that they got an opportunity to be here and to be able to have this moment.
Are you guys going to go support the Kenwood boys after this on Monday?
Absolutely. Absolutely, we're going to be at UIC. You know, you see all of them here. You know, it's his family. You know, basketball at 50-15 means something. Football and other sports do too. But basketball definitely means something. Chicago's a basketball city, so we got to represent.
Coach, thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much. Can I leave with saying my wife is at home, sick in the bed. Sweetheart, Juanita Lewis, I love you so much. Thank you for all your support.
Thank you, Coach.
Let's go to the award ceremony.
5, Ron Lear, Athletic Director of Plainfield North, representing Division 3. Brad Gooding, Principal of Hamilton, representing Division 6. And at-large members, Katie Hassan, Principal of Taylor Ridge Rockridge, Todd Shurgen, Principal of Chicago De La Salle, and Dwayne Bates, Athletic Director of Lombard Glenbard East High School. At this time, please meet the Class 4A second-place Vikings of Fremd High School, who finished the 2024-25 season with a final record of 30 wins and 6 losses. First, meet the principal of Fremd, Mark Langer. Athletic Director Hamid Miriaskoui. Athletic Trainer Colin Doherty. Head Coach James Hahn. Assistant Coach Heather Glazer. Assistant Coach Jim Weaver. Assistant Coach Leonard Jacobs. Assistant Coach Matt Callison. And the Vikings players, including number 1, Sophia McMillan. Number 2, Caitlin Koo. Number 3, Elena Neff. Number 5, Ellie Thompson. Number 10, Natalie Klink. Number 11, Natalia Erlacher. Number 12, Lucy Kim. Number 13, Lily Meyer. Number 15, Gracie Todd. Number 22, Ella Todd. Number 30, Finn Perry. Number 31, Isabella Del Mar. Number 33, Anna Montella. Number 34, McKenna Suki. Number 44, Nicole Wolfram. and number 55, Greta Thompson. At this time, please meet the Class 4A state champion Broncos of Kenwood High School, who finished the 2024-25 season with a final record of 35 wins and 3 losses. Please meet the principal of Kenwood High School, Karen Calloway. Assistant Principal Joseph Mason. Athletic Director Matthew Fedati. Athletic Trainer Abiodun Ogbibor. Head Coach Andre Lewis. Assistant Coach Damon Page. Assistant Coach Adrian McDaniel. Assistant Coach Kimyata Barksdale. Assistant Coach Beverly Chick. Assistant Coach Kaisa Gavin. Assistant Coach Billy Servillian. And the players from Kenwood. Number 0, Danielle Brooks. Number 1, Isis Thomas. Number 3, Amelia Hennigan. Number 4, Ariella Hennigan. Number 5, Jade Hamilton Gill. Number 10, Michaela Triplett. Number 11, Emery Leonard Collins. Number 12, Danielle Waddy. Number 13, London Walker George. Number 20, Logan Ramsey. Number 21, Diane Jackson. Number 22, Journey Stanford. Number 24, Kendall Burgess. Number 30, India Zarbak. And number 44, Shalia Poole. At this time, will Coach Hahn and the captains of Fremd High School please step forward to receive the Class 4A second place trophy. At this time, would Coach Lewis and the captains of Kenwood Academy please step forward to receive your Class 4A state championship trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in one last round of applause to congratulate both of these teams on a wonderful weekend of basketball.
Coaches will tell you that state rankings mean nothing. It's what you do at the end of the season. Well, the rankings predicted the end of the season. Kenwood came into this tournament the top-ranked team in the state. In case they came out and not only claimed that #1 spot officially, but they did it in dominating fashion.
They did. They proved why they are the #1 team in the state. Forced Fremd into 22 turnovers. And Kenwood had 28 points off those turnovers. It's hard to win a ball game for Fremd when you're turning the ball over that much, but pretty easy to win a ball game when you have those 28 points off the turnovers. And credit to Kenwood's defense, swarming all night, sped Fremd up, made them force some errors that they're not typically do, and that's the difference in the ball game.
You had a great Final Four here in Class 4A. You had Loyola Academy and Fremd along with Alton and Kenwood. And again, you put those 4 teams together, and I think we said at one point during our broadcast that you could pick it out and any one could win. But I'll tell you what, after seeing these Broncos in action for 2 games, yeah, it played out the way it should have.
Yeah, we've seen some phenomenal games here over the past 2 days, and very deserving teams to be in these positions to begin with. But talk about the best performance out of all of them. That was Kenwood tonight, and they did it as a full team effort too. I mean, even to their 2-star players were on the bench for a significant amount of time in the second half, and other players just stepped up, never let their heads down at all, and just continued on, and right now they're hosting a trophy.
And there it is. Go Broncos. Kenwood #1. You are absolutely correct. There's your final score. It's your YMCA final score, and it's brought to you by the YMCA. The dream starts here. Well, we would like to thank everyone that helped bring these games to you all weekend long. 3 long days of girls basketball. Our crew here in Normal, and of course the folks in Chicago. Let's just run it down. Detroit, Las Vegas, everywhere. Thanks for bringing them to you. And then, Kate, the support that we get here is absolutely fabulous, and I know it translates to the people at home.
Yeah, I mean, our 2 faces and names are on the screen right now, but there are so many people all around this arena, and as Dave pointed out, all around the country that have helped put this broadcast on, and it's just been a phenomenal couple days because of everyone behind the scenes that's doing all the hard work.
And guess what? We're going to do it again next week, starting on Thursday. The boys tournament coming to you from the State Farm Center on the campus of the University of Illinois. Your final score tonight: in the state championship in 4A, Kenwood 65, Fremd 44. And after the break, we'll send it to Lauren Withrow, Mark Lindo, and Avi Story in the studio. For Kate Constable, Talia Butler, I'm Dave Bernhardt. Thanks for joining us here from SEPCU Arena.
Trophy. At golf.
The IHSA Basketball State Finals are brought to you in part by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs. And by SIU Carbondale. Imagine the possibilities.
Attention high school students. If you're tired of hearing the same old college debt story, we've got an exciting alternative for you. Join the Mid-America Carpenters Union and let your career dreams take flight. You can earn great pay, enjoy no-cost health insurance, and secure a stable retirement, all with no college debt and an elite career that's here to stay. It's time to build your future your way. Ready to carve your path to success? Contact the Mid-America Carpenters Union today to learn how you can unleash your potential.
Is college not what you thought it was going to be? Here's an opportunity to work with your hands as well as your mind. Learn how to insulate mechanical systems in the industrial and commercial industries. With the Heat and Frost Insulators Local 17, you get to earn while you learn through our apprenticeship program. After 5 years, you'll finish with no debt. money in the bank, and you'll be on your way towards a pension. Scan the QR code and apply today, or visit our website to learn more.
Imagine using your skills and experiences to inspire young minds. We see the teacher in you. No matter your starting point, we can help you become a teacher. Teaching offers consistent pay, a pension, and summers off. Learn how you can be the teacher. Visit BeTheTeacher.org. Sponsored by Grow Your Own Teachers, Illinois.
The girls' class 4A championship trophy belongs to the Kenwood Broncos after a 65-44 victory over Fremd. Alongside Avi Story, Mark Lindo, I'm Lauren Withrow. Avi, this was a 4-point game after the third quarter. The Broncos go on to outscore the Vikings 26-9 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what changed? I don't know what to say other than the fact that they were able to stay in this game after missing 14 straight shots. Like, for them to be able to stay within this game, lead into their defense, and how tense and smothering they were on that, and then be able to pick that up in the second half to be able to score and be efficient doing it, it was pretty incredible to see.
Well, there were highlights all day long for the Broncos. Let's take a look. First up, it's Fremd. This is Coco Urlacher with an opportunity to cut the deficit to 3.
Yeah, she created some space. What a tournament she had. 16 today, 48 on the tournament. 2 great performances.
Good rebound there by London Walker-George.
And it was off of defense. They got a steal, offensive rebound, put back.
Up ahead, there's an offensive rebound on deck for Shayla Poole. Kenwood's moving it around, finds Walker-George again.
They were relentless the entire second half of this game, and it showed in every single possession.
And how about this? This defense turning into more offense for Kenwood.
Do I have to repeat myself? I guess I do. Look at them. They're still doing it consistently, and they just knocked it out with the ballpark with their defense, and they won a championship from it.
Avi, there were 3 players for Kenwood, all in double digits. Danielle Brooks with 24, London Walker-George with 19, Ari Hennigan with 16. This squad is just stacked with talent, but they're going to have to replace some of those seniors next year.
They do. I mean, every one of them going D1. I mean, that's pretty incredible. So really excited to really see them being able to do the things that they've done in this game. And again, I can't harp enough how much their defense has been smothering, and it's been really incredible to see.
It was smothering indeed, and fatigue set in for Fremd down the stretch, Coach.
James Hahn team did a great job throughout this tournament. They just flat out got tired. They turned the ball over too much. Relentless pressure. Contesting every pass was Kenwood, and that just wore on Fremd, not only physically, but that kind of pressure wears on you mentally as well. But a championship kind of performance they put on, just not good enough to beat a great Kenwood team.
There were great performances from both Coco Urlacher and Ella Todd, each with double-doubles, but it wasn't enough. What we have had enough, though, is great performances in 4 great games today. It's been an exciting Saturday. Pecatonica, Nashville, Montini, and Kenwood all victorious today. In Kenwood, head coach Andre Lewis, in his 13th season as head coach, takes home the trophy for the first time ever in the school's first playoff performance. So from Avi Story, Mike Lindo, and our entire IHSA TV network team, I'm Lauren Withrow. Thanks so much for tuning in, and make sure you tune in next Thursday for the Boys Championships tipping off in Champaign. Good night.
Tired of the runaround when selling your house?
We're Express Property Solutions, and for over 15 years, we've helped families just like yours.
We're cash home buyers, and we make it doggone easy.
No stress, no pressure, and we can help you out of any situation.
We buy houses as is and in any condition all over the area.
Whether it looks like one sick puppy or it's a diamond in the rough, we'll buy it. So if you're ready to fetch a good deal,
call us today for a free doggone good cash offer.
Call 312-766-SOLD.
Save up to 80% at the Jewelry Exchange. Quarter carat studs $69, Huggies $149, tennis bracelets $5.99 per carat. 2 carat 3-stone rings or studs $19.90. Guaranteed to appraise for double factory direct. The Jewelry Exchange, Villa Park.
Because car wrecks don't take the weekends off, neither do we.
And don't wait until Monday to get the help you need now.
At Lerner and Rowe, we're available to take your call 24/7.
And get you the help you need right now.
Lerner and Rowe are the lawyers for you. Call 222-2222.
This is Louie from Bradley, and he loves to get home in time to watch Judge Judy.
Now we're getting somewhere.
We now join your regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
Said he saved Isaac. He said the garbage kidney he sold him to one kid would keep him alive. Well, Floyd lied. In his life.